I can already tell this is going to be super fast. Oh my word. Oh, that was Toa. There's Toa and there's Prince Oliver. I love the slow-mo effect we're getting. Oh, that's good. And Chancellor Osborne. Oh, he's not evil in any way. There's no way. I know that look. I played RPGs enough to know that look. So that was the Isengroth. Come to think of it, I've heard rumors of a special Crimson train. It's supposedly reserved for use of members of the Imperial government. I've been on it a few times. It's really fast. It's pretty fancy inside too. Isengroth, or the Iron Count in the common parlance, was so titled in honor of Chancellor Osborne himself. Well, I do hear him called the Blood and Iron Chancellor all the time, so I can understand the iron part. But isn't the Chancellor a commoner by birth? He is indeed. However, he was granted the title of Count by His Majesty when he was made Chancellor 11 years ago. Supposedly that's what led to the train being given its name shortly thereafter. I see. I doubt he of all people sees any worth in titles or peerage. Green? Yeah? Is something bothering you? Your attention seems elsewhere. Still feeling tired after yesterday? No, not really. I just happened to catch a glimpse of Toa and Prince Oliver on the train as it passed by. Wow, I'm surprised you could even make them out. You must have a hawk's eye to be able to see them when the Isengroth whooshed by so quickly. Yeah, it's a gift. Nah, it was probably just a coincidence. It was more than just a glance, though. I could see them clearly in detail. What was that just now? Huh? Well, as long as you're not feeling unwell. We would like to thank all passengers for the cooperation with today's security measures. Transcontinental Railway service bound for Crossbell State now arriving on platform 2. There it comes. Yeah, it looks like we didn't have to wait long after all. I would really like to save my game. I doubt I'm going to be able to save super soon. Oh, this is Group B. Hey, there they are. Green over here. Come on, we haven't got all day. We save you some seats. I missed you guys because I haven't played this game in so long. Well, if you'll excuse us, Captain. See you later, Claire. Of course, have a safe trip, everyone. Oh, Crow, too. I forgot about Crow. Woohoo! Who's that classy-looking babe? Ugh, I should have just stayed in the train. Haha, Sarah and Claire. Sarah just doesn't like Claire, I forgot. We received word from Squad 8. No unusual movements have been detected near the Twin Dragons Bridge. We've also received words from Squad 21. They report all high-speed armored cars are in position. Understood. Remain vigilant until the Isengroth has finished passing through. Once it reaches Crossable City, have all squads switch to Phase D. Yes, ma'am. Are you sure the Imperial Liberation Front will show themselves? They will. I'm certain of it. Ominous. I really hope they give me a chance to save. Please, game. I feel like I should end my recording. I really, kind of late my time and I have some stuff to do. I see it sounds like Group A had quite an eventful couple of days, too. Yeah, though I kind of find it hard to believe you could have seen the ghost of Leanne Sandlot. That's ridiculous. Are you sure you weren't just hallucinating or something? No, I saw it. I saw something. You could think whatever you like. We totally saw her, I swear. Well, ghost or not, there was definitely something there besides us. Anyway, that's enough about ghosts and spirits for the time being. I'm more concerned about the affairs of the living, like where Tova and the Radiant Blade Master went. Sounds like Duke Cayenne is up to something too. He's not someone we can afford to take lightly. We didn't run into anything like that in the Jirai Special Economic Zone. Though I guess that makes sense seeing as it's under direct control of the Imperial government and not Noble. Seem to recall that was annexed 8 years ago, is that right? Yeah, the Empire stitched it on nice and neat, without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seemed like a pretty lively place. And the revenue generated from taxes there goes directly to the Imperial government's coffers, instead of the pockets of the nobility. Hardly a mystery why the reformists think so highly of it. Well, that aside, I'm a little concerned about the upcoming Trail Conference in Crossbell. Same goes for the Imperial Liberation Front. They've been awfully quiet since that show they put on last month. I should mention it. That does seem rather suspicious. Is that related somehow to why we're going to Garrelia Fortress? Well, it's not the main reason, but it's not entirely unrelated. I'll let you look forward to finding out about when we get to the fortress itself. Anyway, how many of you passed through Garrelia Fortress by train before? Milliam's the only one. I see. Just us, huh? I can't wait to see everyone's first reactions. True. Oh, did Crow raise his hand too? I thought it was just Milliam. Huh? Why's that? Well, I've seen it in photographs at least. A camera can't really capture how ridiculous it is. Yup, it's supposed to be this macho gateway to the Empire, but it just seems like it's trying way too hard. What's that supposed to mean? Gateway to the Empire and one of the largest military bases in the country? I look forward to the chance to see it in person then. Game, please. I'm not gonna get the save. I have to go to 1 hour and 20 minutes today. Why, game? I want today to be an hour of recording. The train carrying Class 7 continued its ride to the Transcontinental Line heading toward the east. They passed through the Twin Dragons Bridge, a cruising provincial army base, and several stations later, it was finally time to pass through Garrelia Fortress, which loomed large on the border with the Crossbow State. 11:20, please game. It's gonna just thrust me in this, isn't it? No, we're on the train still. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for the patronage. The next stop is Garrelia Fortress. This train will stop for 5 minutes. Please be aware that only authorized personnel may disembark at the station. Be advised that all orbital photography is strictly prohibited within the fortress and is punishable by Imperial law. Any attempt at unauthorized recording may result in the confiscation of your equipment or detention by the authorities. Wow, that was sounded pretty severe for a train announcement. Well, we are passing through a military facility. I don't think they're being unreasonable. You really think that's the issue here? I'm not sure having that be one of the first things foreign visitors hear gives a very good impression of the country. Yeah, it makes us just want to leave. Oh, we're finally here. What in Idios' name is that? Oh my goodness. This is quite the fortress. Game, just give me one chance to save. I would like to wrap up my recording and then the next recording we could just do the prologue. Also because I have stuff. If I didn't have stuff to do, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going over, but I actually have stuff I should be doing. I have some things to finish. The scale is just... This is Garrelia Fortress? This entire place is built from iron and concrete. Just how much money has the army dumped into building all this? Yup, that was about as entertaining as I'd hoped. Not that I'm surprised, I thought the same things when I first saw it. From the crossbow side, all you can see is a cliff though. Yeah, but those two railway guns still poke out through it. Hey, instructor, what did you bring out bring us out here to show us. What else? We're here so you can see the true essence of what makes an army, what comprises the military strengths and forms its foundation. Are we going to see Neidhart? And what other place in the Empire has that on display as clearly as here? Game, can I save? Please. It's all I need. Just give me one chance to save, please. No, I'm not gonna get the save. Who are they? Engineers and tradesmen mostly. You'll see a lot of them around here. Keeping a fortress this size up and running as a full-time job for more than just the military's people. So it seems. It's almost like its own town here. Can I please save my game? On the other side of this fortress is more or less a straight shot to Crosswell City, right? To think that such a bustling center of trade is so close to a massive military facility like this. Yeah, Crosswell City is only about 30 minutes away by train. From the top of the fortress, you can even see the skyscraper where the trade conference is going to take place. Oh, it is Neidhart. I was right.
Oh, Instructor Neidhart.
Good morning, Major Neidhart. Instructor Valestein of Thor's Military Academy, homeroom teacher for Class 7, reporting the arrival of myself and all students in my care.
Acknowledging your arrival at 11:30 hours. Welcome to Garrelia Fortress. In addition to my teaching duties at the Academy, I hold the rank of Major in the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I'll be acting as your guide, as well as your instructor for special lectures during your time here at the fortress.
Oh, nice.
Now, if you'll follow me.
Please let me see. Oh my goodness. There's more cutscenes. I would have to beat that ghost again if I restart here. Like, I have to wait until I save. Like, I'm not restarting because then I'm gonna have to... I also have to play Scarlet Nexus tomorrow, so I can't put my game in the rest mode. This is quite a room. Including today, you have 2 days remaining in this field. Including today, you have 2 days remaining in this month's field study. However, we won't be assigning you any tasks during that time. Instead, you'll be participating in a series of special lectures and a field trip. A field trip? Here? So what exactly does that entail, instructor? At 1400 hours today, a joint military exercise will be taking place at Garrelia's proving ground. The 4th and 5th Armored Divisions will both be participating. You will be observing it. We're going to watch a military exercise? 4th Armored Division, huh? The 4th Armored Division is led by none other than Elliot's dad, Lieutenant General Olaf Craig. Olaf, like from Frozen? By all accounts, it's one of the strongest armored divisions in the Imperial Army. And did you know our friend the Major here is their most promising young member? It's true. Moving on. As I said, you'll only be observing this exercise, not actively participating. I imagine that as some of you feeling rather relieved, doesn't it? It does sound like I skipped that, I'm sorry. We'll see how many of you feel the same after experiencing it for yourself. That's all from me. It's currently 1150 hours. Lunch has been prepared for you in the mess hall. I'd advise you all eat. Your field trip isn't something to be undertaken on an empty stomach. It's like 11 o'clock my time and I need to go do stuff and I just can't because this game won't let me save. It's against me saving. I hate it. Game, please. Just let me save soon. So, this is food? We have salty corned beef, and I think I'm getting a hint of peas from the soup. You could use this bread as a lethal projectile. I do think it wouldn't have hurt to use a few more herbs, or flavors in general. Calling this edible will be generous. I've heard plenty of rumors about the food they serve in the Imperial Army, but I wouldn't have guessed it all be true. Huh? I didn't think the food they served in the mess hall at Zender Gate was all that bad, though. I don't think it would kill them to serve us something a little more appetizing. This is the exact same thing they served when I came here with my class last year. Probably from the same batch too, from the look of it. Really brings back memories. I was pretty surprised the first time my dad brought me to eat here too. Huh? You guys really think it's that bad? It really brings back memories for me too. At least there's some cheese and an apple. The food served in the army makes use of common ingredients that are easy to preserve and store. The ingredients used to make all the food on your trays can be easily stockpiled in large quantities. So even if it were a war to break out, a meal like this could still be served without any trouble. So that explains it. I see. So the army serves simple foods all the time to avoid a decrease in morale from wartime rationing? Well, not all the time. However, one could think of this food as a philosophical statement from the continent's strongest army. In the sense that it suggests that soldiers should live and work each day as though a war effort depends on them. Every day. So they should be as tense as during the times of peace as during times of war. Well, it's a bit too much mind over matter idealism for my taste, but it's worth being aware of. And to throw a different perspective in the mix here, the food the provincial army serves is actually pretty good. Good enough that you can't help but wonder how they cope if an actual war were to ever break out. Huh. Well, it's not like serving good food means you have a crappy army. Here our neighbor Liberl serves up some pretty tasty food in their army. Liberl's army is fairly elite. Probably because the threat of the neighbors to the Empire keeps them tense. I feel a little conflicted hearing you say that. Well, these things are all about finding a good balance. Variety is the spice of life, you know. If you eat nothing but dull, bland food all the time, well, you know what they say. You are what you eat. I could do with fewer of your pithy remarks in my diet, Instructor Valentine. Oh man, Nightheart and Sarah. Game, okay, I don't know why that happens every time. Anyway, as you heard, there's going to be a military exercise at the Proving Ground at 2 in the afternoon today. It's 12:30 right now, so you have an hour to do whatever you like. Can I move around and save? We'll make an announcement half hour before, so be sure to listen for whatever it tells you to do. Understood. So when you say whatever we like, does that mean we can tour the fortress? Of course, you're welcome to roam around as long as you don't poke your nose into restricted areas, so go ahead and explore. There's plenty worth to see, and like the command center. So if you're feeling a little tired from your field study so far, you're welcome to rest in your rooms. It will be a shame to waste such a valuable opportunity. I suppose I should at least get a general overview of the fortress. Oh, thank you! Thank you! Alright, where am I supposed to go? Let me know. Oh, we have to talk to probably every Class 7 member. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap up here. This is perfect. Hour and 16 minutes. This one video would just be shorter. Those of you watching on YouTube, I hope you all enjoyed. I have some stuff to get done. I would have made this a longer recording, but this was good. A little over an hour. Hour and 20 minutes, basically. But when we come back next time, we will continue exploring. We'll start by exploring Garrelia Fortress. We're basically caught up to where the game is. Eventually, we're going to get there because we're in Garrelia Fortress, and this is definitely where the beginning of the game was. So, we're going to talk to everyone and go on with the game and catch up to the beginning and make more progress. We'll probably finish Chapter 5. I'm not sure how much longer is left. How much is left in Chapter 5, but we'll see what happens. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.